Welcome to another weekend on our slowly built homestead in central Portugal. Sun's shining, got our beds, we bought some new trees to plant. However, the big project for this weekend is the fence. This is the main tool I have been using for cutting out the holes. It is hard work, it is manual labour, especially on our ground, which is very clay-like, and also there's quite a lot of rocks. I've been kind of lucky with the placement of the holes. Most of the holes have been dug without any problems. I have 3 or 4 holes that need more attention.
Last night we went out to get all our stuff for the fencing. It's all in here. Martin is further out there, and this little dude is not stopping this morning. What's up?
Because of the terrain and all the rocks in the ground, I bought a rotary hammer drill, €50, 800 watts, and I've had no problems running it off our solar, which is good. If I knew that, I'll probably go for something even more powerful and potentially with bigger and stronger bits. But yeah, I have to say I'm really happy with this. Hopefully this is going to help me chisel away on the rock that's partly in some of the holes. That's the plan for today. And this is my new work table. 3 pallets, 8 screws. I'm still missing a bit of a support piece at the bottom. I'm gonna get some OSB board. This place is mainly in the shadows all day. So last night I've set 1 post in concrete. It's had 12 hours. It's all level. Seems solid. That's nice. I was testing whether I can just pour the concrete into the hole and then fill it with water, and this isn't a scientific experiment, but seems solid. This means I can continue with the second gate post. Then I've got 14 more posts. So I've got gravel at the bottom of the holes. The post is level, it's braced, so it's not going to move. And now I'm going to pour in concrete, ready mixed, and just spray it with some water. I'm gonna wait for this to set, do some other little projects, maybe have some coffee and breakfast perhaps, and then I'm gonna start on the other ones. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, all the other ones are gonna be easier. They might not need bracing because they are spiked at the end, so I'm gonna be able to hammer them into the floor, making sure they're level obviously, and then they might just be a quick pour concrete, add some water. Hopefully. I say that now. Why did I say it? It's gonna go wrong, isn't it? Right, so what I'm gonna do now is take my friend here and go through all the holes I can and just break the soil because it is clay-like. I'm gonna try and break it just so it gets a bit loose. These are our posts all laid out. And that's how we're doing them. I'll be honest, I didn't think we would do that much today. We got most of the poles in. We did run out of concrete, which is why we are going to the city, and because we've done so well, we're going to treat ourselves to sushi. But anyway, this is what we've done today. I'm really curious to see how these will hold up. Most of the holes are 500mm deep, which is more than enough, but some holes are only 20 centimeters deep, but that's due to rocks and not being able to drill any further. But I'm hoping it's all gonna hold. Really happy about this. I think I'm gonna let the concrete sit for a while, give it some water again. Phase 3 is going to be building a gate, but also I want to put top and bottom piece across, mainly to finish the net so it looks nicer, but it's also gonna work as support piece for the whole structure. Gonna go get some sushi now. Camera's not coming with us. We're gonna have a Saturday night to ourselves and then go to a hardware store, get some cement and get a fence, and then start again tomorrow. Ooh, wow.
Hello.
Are you going out?
Oh yeah, I'm going on a date with my husband.
Nice. Lucky you. I mean, lucky him.
Yeah, lucky me.
We had a good night last night. Next to the hardware store that we always go to in Coimbra, there is a lovely sushi buffet. It's only like €15 and the sushi's great. But anyway, back to the project. We bought some fence, wire mesh fence I think it's called, kind of like a chicken fence. I've also bought some more cement, which I've already poured in the remaining holes. So all the posts are now done essentially, and I have to say they are in a straight line, apart from one. But I'm really happy with this. The plan is, once the fence is in place, I'm gonna cut the tops of each ones so they do match. But the idea is to at the end run a line from one end to the other at about 1 meter 30 centimeters, so it looks visually even though each post is going to be slightly different in length. The plan for today is to actually start on doing the fence. I've braced the last post, which is going to have the most tension on it. Hopefully this is enough to keep that post from sagging when the fence is being pulled this way. There's a few obstacles in the way. It's a big stone, so I guess we're gonna have to cut around the fence or do something creative. We're gonna take it as it comes. We've got about 50 meters of a fence, and we need about 36, including the gate. We're gonna try and do everything apart from the gate today, see how it's holding up, and then move on to the next phase. Just one more thing, this is the far end post which I've attached to our neighbour's fence. I didn't have long enough bolts, so I had to kind of improvise. But this is really sturdy. So there you can see the line. Apart from one, they're all really straight.
We're just having a little break. Martin needs to reload the staples gun we get in there, and it's looking really good. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it is, so that's good. And it looks really good as well, better than I thought.
I'm happy to announce that phase 1 of our fence is now complete. We have the fence. It's so thin that you can't even see it, but I promise it's there. Anyway, the plan is to have finishing pieces, like I said before. There's going to be a piece on top and a piece on the bottom, or maybe 2 pieces on top to give us some more privacy. I'm not sure yet. So that's the next step. Then at the very end I'm going to cut all the tops. But anyway, that's that done. I think we did pretty well. That was a big thing on my list of things to do. I think once we get the gate done and some form of locking the place, it's going to feel more secure, definitely. Having the fence and a gate and all that sort of stuff, it's just going to make us feel more comfortable leaving the place. And to celebrate, Kinga has made us some sangria. To be fair, we bought this today and we wanted to test it out, so Kinga made some sangria. I have to say, very good, very nice. I think we're going to do another episode where we build in a gate and we making sure the whole fence is stable using those top and bottom pieces. But that's it for this episode, and thank you for watching, and catch us next week.